Greetings, class, and welcome to Horror 101 and Professor Macabro's Halloween Marathon. You know, when I started this process of trying to talk about 31 movies for the 31 days of Halloween, I had such hopes, such dreams. I very rarely get to actually appear on the channel. And I thought, this is my chance to shine and share with the world 31 movies that people might not have heard about, or they might have, because if you're a true horror fan, you know of everything. And my goodness, has this been really tough. I already missed a day. I've already missed yesterday. Just really hard class. It's almost depressing, actually. But a true survivor must push through and not get discouraged by little, insignificant, but also kind of significant setbacks. It doesn't matter if things popped up and you couldn't actually upload the video that you had scheduled. It doesn't matter that if the day you are recording, somewhere you're listening to norteño or banda music, which is not my cup of tea, but still playing, and they won't shut up. No, none of that matters. You should not let little inconveniences discourage you from doing what you love. And I love horror. I love Halloween. And so, I apologize for not posting anything yesterday, but I will continue to record and upload videos until Halloween and beyond. You have not seen the last, and you will never see the last of Macabro. As long as someone in the world watches the videos, I'm one happy Macabro. So, class, like I mentioned, yesterday, day 18, I was not... not even day 18, was it? And yesterday was day 19. I don't even know what day we are in anymore. Whatever day this is, I'll check and confirm. But yesterday, I did have a video in mind and a subject to talk about. So I'm just going to talk about that today. And the movie that I'm going to talk about today is Undead. Yes, Undead. A zombie movie. Well, you probably have heard me say that I am not a big fan of the zombie apocalypse. Honestly, out of all the end of the world scenarios, that one is the one that seems more offensive to me. Mostly because of the smell. No offense to you, zombie huesitos. But honestly, zombies have little appeal to me. They're slow, they're dumb, they're stinky. Just horrible. You think the smell of rotten flesh is appealing? If you do, you clearly have not smelled rotten flesh. It's disgusting. So the whole appeal of the zombie apocalypse just doesn't jive with me. But a lot of people like it. And so, since it's a very popular thing, they produce a lot of content for the lovers of the zombie apocalypse. You get some good stuff, you get some mediocre stuff, and you get some classics, some true classics. And sometimes you get some surprises that you weren't expecting much of, but blew your mind. Such is Undead. A very, very surprising movie for me. I remember watching it a couple of months ago on TV. Well, actually, more like years. It's actually been years since I saw it on TV. And I was like, your typical zombie movie, but it actually has a lot of interesting things. First and foremost, it was from Australia. I was like, wow, that's actually very interesting to me. I've rarely seen a horror movie from Australia. So, I watched it. And it's a zombie movie, but it also has comedic moments, which I did find very enjoyable. I actually laughed out loud at some of this stuff. And then, it throws a curveball. You're like, oh, okay, so it's zombies. Okay, and then people are disappearing. This is interesting. And then, bam! You get the plot twist. And I'm like, I didn't see that one coming. Well done, movie. Well done. Yes, very surprising. The movie starts, as most zombie apocalypse do, with a group of people experiencing abnormal behavior. They start craving the juiciness of the human flesh. And of course you have your band of survivors that, obviously, in each of these movies, they've never seen a horror movie, and they're like totally unprepared and taken back for what's going on. Like, why is that guy eating that other guy? What's wrong with him? I don't know. Let's walk away. Oh, look, there's another person that's eating another person. What's wrong with them? I don't know. Until they realize that the shit has hit the fan and they're in full-blown zombie apocalypse. So this group of survivors tries to escape, and then they meet what you think is the badass of the movie. He's like this outback fisher guy that was abducted by aliens and has prepared himself for any and all contingencies. So, he's the guy with the weapons, he's the guy with the plan, he's the guy that's prepared for the zombie apocalypse. And he's always talking about this is his story, this is his moment to shine. And as the movie goes on, you are treated to one of the female protagonists, and she determines that she has badass powers, and she's, not really superpowers, but abilities that will help her survive the zombie outbreak. So now you have these two characters that are just kicking ass in over-the-top fun ways. I laughed, like I said, laughed out loud at a whole bunch of stuff. So, the group of survivors and this badass guy in the hat are trying to escape town because the town is infected. They try to leave. And if you haven't seen the movie, I suggest you watch the movie. It's a lot of fun. It's a low-budget film, but it's an amazing example of what you can accomplish with low budget, but great talent. And the drive to make something original and fun. The budget, I have no numbers actually, but I do know, because of the documentary in here, that the budget was like bare bones. They actually did the special effects themselves, using their computer and a program that allowed them to do the special effects. They built props. They did a whole bunch of stuff themselves on a bare bones budget just because they wanted to tell their story. And that's impressive. That's something that I do respect. When people who might not be talented, who might not have the best equipment, who might not even have the biggest audience, goes out there and produces content that they hope people will enjoy. I myself relate to that. I may not have the biggest channel, I might not have the biggest views, but I do what I can to entertain and educate. So this, to me, was a shining example, and I relate it a lot to the movie. So, again, if you haven't seen it, see it, but I am going to talk about a big plot twist that really throws the curveball on everything that was going on. So, it turns out that as they're trying to escape the town, there's this giant wall surrounding the whole thing. And it is revealed that throughout the movie, backing up a bit, throughout the movie people are being abducted. You know, the people that are infected and people that are not are being abducted by this light. And it is revealed that aliens are involved. So you have zombies and aliens. Amazing! So, the aliens are actually trying to cure the plague because they caused them themselves. It's revealed that the badass guy was abducted by aliens because they released some sort of stuff in the water and was turning zombie fish. So that's why they're trying to clean up their own mess. So the survivors now have to deal with zombie apocalypse and aliens. And it's really good. And the badass guy realizes that this was not his story at all. It was the female protagonist who's now kicking ass and taking names. So, there is one more plot twist at the end of the movie that I will not reveal, because I do encourage you to watch Undead. It is a magnificent example of what you can do with drive, determination, and love for your project. Once again, I relate to that, because I also have love for horror movies, and I want to entertain in my humble little channel. So, you have zombies, you have aliens, you have over-the-top killings, you have, yes, maybe cheesy special effects, but enjoyable effects. You really do see the dedication of these people and the craft that they did. It might not be the best acted, it might not have the best special effects, because everything they did, it looks inferior because they did it themselves, but they did it well. I'm blown away by what they were able to achieve here. And you have aliens in the mix. Truly, a very unique zombie movie that I recommend amply. The Undead gets a score of A. For effort, for determination, for drive, for inspiration. It is truly a good movie that I amply recommend to everyone that is a fan of horror movies and a fan of alien movies, because it also fits into that. Really, really good stuff. I like it. And I can't stop talking about the praise of this movie because I enjoyed it. As soon as I saw it, finished watching it on TV, I knew that I had to add it to the vault. And I did. And it is still amazing. And the documentary on the DVD is also very insightful. So you can see the process of building a low-budget movie that actually is good. Highly recommend it, class. Well, we're done with today. And I will try, truly, I will try to be consistent with this. I know, and I apologize again because I've skipped 2 days for matters that are beyond my control. But I will try to follow through and deliver the last days of October until the massive Halloween celebration. So, class, I apologize again to you for missing yesterday and forgetting what day we're in, but I'll still watch you soon, a lot sooner than I hope. So, until tomorrow, class, good evening.